All right, so Brian, why would you pick WordPress out of all the other solutions out there? Why WordPress? Well, for one, it's out of the box. It's pretty well optimized. For one, it's a free download. You can get this for absolutely free and load it on your server and start using it. And as I said, out of the box, it's pretty well optimized. It does a pretty good job at allowing every single page of your site to be indexed than just about any other CMS out there I've used. And when you're building a site on your own, just in HTML, you have to be very methodical to make sure that you go back in and you have all the links structured correctly for every page. And this kind of does it for you. So if you're doing this on your own, this is definitely the way you want to go. If you're a web pro and you're hand coding, you're building it, you can do just as good or maybe even a little bit better, but it costs a lot more and it takes a lot more time to build up, and the maintenance on it and upkeep of it and adding new content is ridiculously more complicated and takes a longer amount of time than using a system like that, like a WordPress. And the cool thing about what I really is my favorite part of it is that there are a number of third-party things called plugins that can be used for search optimization and a bunch of other techniques. And we're getting to plugins and widgets and stuff later on, but basically plugins are a little add-on piece of code you can upload to your site, and most of these are free. There are some really cool ones that are you can pay for if you have more specific needs, and those are I think of the most. They're really nothing, like less than $100, and it gives some really great functions. So let's go ahead and get into WordPress, and I can kind of show you what the management screen looks like on the inside. You just log in right here. Okay, and this is the general management screen, or the dashboard. This is where first thing you see when you log in, and everything is over here on the left-hand side. These are all the different areas we're gonna go over in more detail in one of the later lessons. But I wanted just to give you a quick overview of what it looks like, so you can really see how easy it is to manage. Pardon me. If you want to create a new page for your website or blog, you just click on the page and add new, and right here this is the title of my new page. Oops, that's going to drive me nuts if I don't do it right. Oh boy. Okay, and right in here is where you'd put in all of your content. If you want to upload pictures, you just simply click there and select files on your computer, and you can upload pictures and put them in the post. You can bold, italicize, you can change from all the different headings that you want, the address or paragraph, change colors of text, import from Microsoft Word. For those of you that are big Word users and feel more comfortable using that, you can paste or copy and paste stuff from Word, but you have to do it in here. If not, you can get a bunch of junk from the importation. You can insert or embed media if you have clips from YouTube that you're wanting to put in there. You can upload and put those on there. And a lot of these other things we're gonna go over. These are some more advanced features that it has. But that's basically how you go back and add a page. It's pretty, like I said, it's pretty easy. It works the same way for posts on your blog. They work the exact same way if you want to add a new post. Except on these, you have a few other options where you can choose pardon me, whatever category it falls into, and you can have it published by default at a later time. So if you want your post to appear, if you have a special or a product launch going on a certain date at midnight, you don't have to be right up at midnight to do it. You can set your timer on here to go off at midnight and post your new content for you right then. I know I mentioned a lot of the plugins that are possible. And back inside the plugin area, I've mentioned these before. These are most of these are free things you can get, and you can add new functionalities to your site to give it all kind of cool little options. Like this one, it's called Posty, and that lets you update things by mail, which you can do by default with WordPress anyway. But Posty it's a cool app that gives you some extra functions. wish list member, and you can find a link to this on the resources tab of this site also. If you have any type of membership site or info product, you really need to get this, and I have a link to it there. I think it's like $79, something like that. It wasn't much, but it can make your whole site into a membership site, and actually that's what I'm running on this particular website also, on the Be on Page 1 of Google.com website. So those are your plugins. A lot of the appearance things, the ones that the way your site looks, and it's all controlled right through here. You can choose the different, depending what theme you have installed. This is where you can control a lot of aspects of the theme. You can select this one. You can this one particular one lets me pick different colors for the website. I can go through and customize the design in CSS if you need to. Comments appearance, you can set your syndication feed here. What pages you want excluded from your navigation. All these, many different things. Well, as I said, we'll go over this in detail when we get to that section. But I just wanted to give you an overview of what you can find in each of these areas. And hit on widgets real quick. And these are the things that appear in the side of your, like in your sidebar, and in some places on the footer of the page, and even on some of these themes in the main section of the home page or the subpages, where you can control different content. Like in this one, I have an ad for the ebook I can put on there. The I Socialize widget, which automatically shows my Twitter updates. If I wanted to, I could easily put in a video of myself welcoming people to the website, or you could put in a form together, capture customer data, which is probably a good thing to do if you don't have another option. I use the Slide Up app, Instant Slide Up, to capture that, so I don't usually include that there because Instant Slide Ups worked better for me. And you've got all these different portions, different things you can put on down here with the latest posts. You've got testimonials. There's a number of different things you can put in there, and each one's a little bit different. And I'll go over all the different options for you a little bit later on when we get to that section. But that is a quick, down and dirty intro to WordPress. And as you can see, it's really easy to use, and I think you're really going to enjoy using it. I've used every version of CMS type out there, every blog platform out there, and I have to say this one is the best, and it's the absolute coolest one to use, and you're going to have an outstanding site that's going to be right at the top of Google. Okay, built-in optimization within WordPress. I mentioned this previously. This is one of the coolest things about it, some of the built-in features it has, and the ones that it doesn't have are pretty easy to add in. It's just a few settings. But I want to just take a minute and show you, exactly what it looks like. First off, the cool thing is the permalink structure. This is totally customizable. By default, it does not come this way, so it's something you have to get in and change, and we'll go over that later on. But you see how the title of the page is the actual H1 title also. It takes it right, then you can make it whatever you can change it to whatever you want to. And it also, right here, picks up the category that I've assigned this to. So you can create different categories full of keyword-rich categories and assign each piece under it. So if you have 3 different main areas that your business focus on, or 3 keyword groups, you can put those main keywords in there and have silos going down below that with more specific versions of each keyword. Once we get into the keyword lesson, which is coming up, you'll understand more what I talk about when I talk about siloing, and you'll see how powerful this can really be to kind of funnel the right keywords into this certain area. In addition to the permalinks that I mentioned up there, if we scroll down this page a little bit, we'll see right here that you can create custom title tags. So you can actually, if your page title H1, you don't want that to be, you want that to be a little more exciting. Your title tag, this one I swamped out just a little bit to add in the one of our keywords for this site, which is small business marketing, and your description also. You can add in your change up your meta description there a little bit from the post above. If you don't, by default it grabs the first few words or few sentences from the post, which can be okay, but you also need to remember that this is going to be the first thing that's going to be showing underneath the title on the search results page. So if you can make this a little more of an exciting read where it has something to grab the search engine visitor, you're going to get your click-through rate on the search engines is going to be a little higher. One more thing down here is the image and thumbnail. You can add in your post image right here, so the image that actually appears in there you can add in there, and you can also add in the alt text right there, which is when you hover over it with your mouse, that's what appears. And you can throw in your extra keyword phrase here, and that helps. And let's go see what this looks like. Okay, this is the blog page or web page of the what we're just looking at inside WordPress. This is actually what it looks like on to all the web visitors. You can see right here is the title that we showed you. Up here at the top of the page, remember how I changed the title tag was a little different. I added in, just instead of make history with your marketing every single Monday, I changed to make history with your small business marketing to focus on small business marketing. And you can see the breadcrumbs that we left in here, and at any point in here these are all links to those siloed pages that I talked about. So right here you can click on small business marketing strategies, and these are all the pages and articles we have on small business marketing strategies currently. And right there, if you hover over that, you can see P.T. Barnum gives inspiration to small business marketers. So you saw how easy that was in WordPress. If you were doing this on your own, hand coding it, it's a lot of code, it's a lot of work, and it's many things to think about. You have to have your checklist. And with something as easy as WordPress is all right there. You just go through section by section by section, and until you get to the bottom of the page, then you're done. You go back to the top, submit, and you're done. So that way you don't forget anything. Everything's done for you and perfect by the time you finish up.